BTS SWIM. Let's talk about it. How y'all doing? Welcome to Let's Talk About It, Music Reviews Season 12. How y'all doing? Welcome to the show. We got a pretty good episode for you today. We are continuing our coverage of the new BTS album. Now, I've listened to the whole entire album. There's 14 songs on there. I will be sharing my thoughts about the album towards the end of the week, most likely. But welcome to the show, guys. We got fucking BTS once again. I picked a random track to kind of start us out with these reviews. I chose Hooligan. And Hooligan might have been one of the worst tracks I've ever heard in my goddamn life. So now, as I pick tracks, I'm hoping, since I picked the music video track, man, hopefully this review will be so much better than whatever Hooligan was. So let's just get into it. Let's talk about BTS SWIM. There was a music video for this. They're on some fucking pirate ship. It reminds me of like Assassin's Creed Black Flag or like, Pirates of the Caribbean. So, if I was reviewing music videos, I'd say this is a pretty cool, music video idea. But let's talk about the song, because that's the most important part. And am I having a good time listening to the song? Well, let's talk about the beat. I'd say the beat is okay. I like the drums, but I don't like how muted the instrumental sounds. The overall sounds, too, of, the instrumental just don't really pop to me. They don't have a lot of, pizzazz to it. It really feels like I'm listening to, one of the most basic-ass pop trap beats in my whole entire, my 5 years of doing this show. Have I ever considered saying a basic pop trap beat with BTS? I mean, that just doesn't really connect well, in my opinion. And also, it makes it where I'm having a really bad time listening to the goddamn song, because the 808s do not sound good. The drums do not sound good. Overall, all of these different elements absolutely do not sound good at all. So I'm not having a good time with this beat at all. It's basic. It's boring. It stays the same throughout the whole entire song, and that makes no sense to me because this is BTS. Where are the switch-ups? Forget the members. The members don't even switch it up, but let's talk about the beat real quick. Where is the switch-ups? Where's, switching up the drums? Where's adding a little bit to, switching up maybe the fucking synths, or, switching to a whole different beat? Just something to really grab your attention, because there is absolutely, and I mean absolutely, no fucking switch-ups at all in this whole entire song. And it just makes no fucking sense to me. It doesn't sound good. In fact, it does the fucking opposite. Now let's talk about the hook. The SWIM hook. How does it sound? Well, if you love, shitty autotune, shitty robotic autotune vocals that just go swim, swim over and over and over again and just kind of call it a fucking day, that's all you get with the hook. I mean, goddamn. Is it too much to ask for a decent length hook? I mean, it makes no sense to me. Blackpink does the same thing. These motherfuckers just want to repeat the same phrase. Let me say one word and just do it over and over and over again and just hope this gets stuck in your head. Hope you have a good time listening to the song. Well, guess what? It doesn't sound good at all. It makes me fucking lose my goddamn mind. It makes me want to just jump off a fucking cliff and call it a goddamn day, because what the fuck am I even listening to? It's just mind-blowing how basic, how boring, how simple this hook is being done over a very simple, bare-bones beat. Where has anybody said, hey, maybe we should re-record some lines, maybe we should get a whole different new beat, because this beat makes us sound like we have no passion in our music at all. Makes us sound like we sound like fucking alien robots. What is happening? I mean, what is just fucking happening with, newer music? And what's more happening to these, well-established K-pop groups? I used to talk about these people with such fond, memories, I guess you could say, because I used to have a good time listening to these songs, talking about these songs. There used to be so much to these type of tracks that I would spend like 10 to 20 minutes talking about a K-pop song because it has that many different elements baked into it. And then I listen to this shit, fucking nothing. Soulless. Absolutely empty as hell. And I just think whoever produced this should be fired. Whoever, produced these vocals should be fired. Whoever, gave the lyrics to BTS should be goddamn fired. This shit is fucking ass. Now let's talk about the rapping. Does the rapping sound good? Is the rapping good? Well, guess what, guys? Have some shitty rapping. It's like a shit cake. It's like a shit cake on a fucking shit cake sundae. Just keep piling more shit, and call it a fucking day. These rap verses, I tell you, are some of the worst rap verses I've ever consumed in my 5 years of doing this podcast show. I don't know how they managed to do it. I don't know how every fucking year there is somebody who tops the worst sounding music in my fucking life. It makes no sense to me. 2025, it was just a barrage of that. 2024, I heard some of the worst music in my life. And then 2026, I'm right back into it. Overall, when we talk about BTS SWIM, I really hate the beat. I really hate the hook. I really hate the vocals. I really hate the flow. I overall hate this fucking song. And I'm going to have to give it like a 1 out of 10. 1 out of 10. What'd y'all think about it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? I don't know. Let me know. You're on YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, wherever you get your podcast at. Make sure you follow, turn on notifications, guys. We're dropping new content every single day. And thank you so much for listening to this podcast episode. It means the world to me, guys. And we got more content coming up, more BTS coverage. Even though I hate what my weekend's about to become. I hate what my week's about to become. But I do this for y'all. All right, guys. I'll see you later. You have a good one.